everyone's doing today. I hope that we're all having a wonderful Saturday and that the day is going well wherever you're at. I'm running a couple of minutes behind. I apologize. I'm still trying to get the admin side of things set up over here. We're back in Minecraft today. And we're gonna be in our survival world. I'm still finishing cleaning up the creative stuff to carry over. So we're gonna continue doing the work for clearing out that land. Hey, Unseen! We're gonna work on continuing to clear out this area right here today. In order to do that, we need more sand. I've been AFKing our gunpowder farm since last night. We are fairly set on gunpowder for a while, thankfully. I'm feeling good, Unseen. How are you doing? I'm still kind of eating, so let me finish eating real fast before we go off and do anything. But that's our main plan for today. We're gonna be dealing with a lot of TNT. In order to continue dealing with a lot of TNT, we need more sand. We need a lot more sand. So I'm gonna go get sand. That's our first order of the day. I discovered by accident lots of gunpowder, yeah. What was causing us to have so much lag in here? Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed it on the streams, but I'll come in here and it'll just kind of feel a little stuttery. Turns out when I locked this to fit to not craft, I didn't consider the fact that the allay would continue to gather up all the wheat. And so there was stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of wheat just piled up here and here and here. It was like 6 or 7 trips to clear out all the wheat. So I've got our autocrafter here turned back on to doing hay bales and not bread. Yeah, it became noticeable. It was literally my entire inventory, like 5 or 6, maybe even 7 trips of taking it from over there, bringing it over here, crafting up into hay bales, and then going back and grabbing more. So yeah, that's fun. Did you see a friendly ghost? Where'd you see a friendly ghost? Are you talking about our little ghast friend here? A ghost? Oh, are you talking about the allays? You're talking about these guys. I'm almost done eating. I just have like 2 bites left. And then we'll get going. Yeah, the allays are friendly. They're are a little annoying at times, but they're friendly. Alright. I'm hoping that I'll have enough time over the next couple of days to finish doing what I've been doing in creative so that we can just bring the completed like Matica schematic over. It's almost nighttime. That way we can start actually getting to work over here, but we do need to finish working on that, and I haven't quite got it finished yet. How's your weekend going, Unseen? Anything exciting? Or has it been a pretty quiet weekend? What's this? Singular hut. Hey, it looks like we've been over here before. I think this is where we were at last time, actually. Yeah, this is totally where we were at last time. Oh, how's it been? I imagine that your concept of very warm and my concept of very warm are two entirely different concepts of very warm. We're going to actually... $30. does that equal? Oh, that's a pretty mild summer day where I'm at, actually. We've been that warm since about March. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I hate it getting that warm. I do not enjoy summer months here. I don't know that this made a difference on speed. We're supposed to get up to 35 today in UK temperatures. I'm not a fan of winter weather, but our winter here is kind of gross and disgusting. But I'm also not a fan of summer. Like, my ideal temperatures for me for personal comfort are like like 10 to 20 Celsius is my personal preferences. I have a lot of medical conditions that are made worse by extreme hot and extreme cold. And I get hot really, really easily. Like, I've always gotten hot really easily. So I don't like summer. There are things about summer that I do enjoy. Like, I like swimming. But the weather of summer and the temperatures of summer are not among the things that I enjoy of summer. At all. Excuse me. I lived, back in like 2008, 2009 timeframe, I lived on the Pacific Coast. And where I lived on the Pacific Coast, it was basically consistently like in the, 18 to 22 temperature range in Celsius. And were it not for the fact that it was also foggy 99.9% of the time, it would have been perfect. But it was foggy 99.9% of the time, and it was depressing. I do not think that haste makes a difference over here. I think we're moving faster than... I love ice cream. I perhaps like ice cream more than I should like ice cream. Hello, turtle. But I'm also not the type of person that thinks that, you know, ice cream is a summer only thing to enjoy. I will eat ice cream in the middle of winter and be perfectly content with it. Unless it's just super, super cold, and then I won't eat ice cream in winter. Which, I mean, that can and does happen. We had a couple of cold spells this winter. Like, I think we had a week. I don't know, I might be thinking of a couple of winters ago. But we had a week where our temperatures, either this year or a couple of years ago, our temperatures were in the negatives. Like, okay, according to Google, we had one day where our temperature was negative 23 in Celsius. I just would like to live somewhere where the weather is a little bit more moderate and stable and doesn't have the extreme switches that we have here. Hello, turtles. Oh no, the turtle is stuck. That's not cool. There you go, friend. You can technically get back out now. Yeah, ice cream in winter really just depends on mood more than anything. I can't say that I do it very often, but I do it, so. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day. Okay, good. He's making his way back out. The last thing that I want is to be responsible for a turtle getting stuck. hell? Hoping that we get enough TNT made up today to be able to really get significant progress done. This is decent. Oh, and got jockey. There's a lot of andesite down here. Hi, buddy. Bye, buddy. Go ahead and set this so that nothing can get up to us. MMUs that I've just like straight decided we're just gonna blow this mountain up. Swap the shovel out, and I don't accidentally break it. Are you really getting ready to come back down here? Alright, well, you got a way out, so. Yeah, nope, he decided to come back out here. Okay. There's another turtle coming down here. Oh no. There are so many turtles here. I really don't think that having this haste beacon is assisting us any. Oh. I don't know, maybe it is. Oh, I think it's stuck. I do believe that turtle is stuck. Oh well. There are ways for it to get out. It just needs to actually try to get out. I'm really hopeful that we're going to have enough TNT after this to make a substantial dent in what we're trying to do. If not, I may just have to revert back to digging. Even though I do enjoy the blowing up part of things. If he's making his way out. We're almost on our last shulker. Okay. Actually, we are on our last shulker. Let's go ahead and dig this way. getting there. We're almost done with digging for the day. At least almost done with digging sand. Can't say we're done with digging. I showed a friend of mine our progress and what all we need to remove, and she laughed. And I laughed. And then she said it's gonna be a ton of cleanup work to do, and I said, that's fine, we're just covering over it. We don't have to clean it up. No cleanup work necessary. We will need to light it up. Won't need to clean it up. Hello, Toto. A little bit more. I really don't think the save beacon is making a difference. Oh, I completely forgot. What was in the... Minecraft Live today. Did anybody watch the Minecraft Live today? Gosh, I'm struggling with words. I apologize. Hello, Toto. Go check that out real fast. Okay. What is... It's efficiency 5. Okay, so haste does not improve mining sand with my current tool. Alright, Minecraft Live May 2026. What did we recap? I completely forgot about it. I knew it was existing and I completely forgot about it. So let's look at the recap. Alright, the recap, they talked about the Chaos Cubed. Not interested in the Chaos Cubed. There is a new colorful forest biome being introduced. Mysterious abandoned camps that populate it, and the poplar tree to give the landscape its beautiful burnished hues. They've talked about Dungeons 2, which I have zero interest in. They talked about the Minecraft movie sequel. I'm not interested in that, not really. So let's look at this. Minecraft, the Dappled Forest. I'm going to share the link to the video that I'm watching real fast in chat. You guys watch along with me. Yada 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 yada. Okay, so if you go to that video that I shared in chat, guys, the part that we want starts at timestamp 047. So go ahead and fast forward to that point. I'll give you guys like 5 seconds and let you know when I'm hitting start, and we can watch it together real fast. Alright, starting it. It looks like, so I hit pause. It looks like they're adding like another grayish wood type. And then of course we're getting yellow, orange, and red leaves. It is a cold biome. Okay. Okay, so they're showing the pale oak and the poplar wood right next to each other. The pale oak is very much that bright white, and then the poplar that they're adding is gonna be a sort of grayish terracotta-y type color. I honestly, I don't know how I feel about it. We'll have to see it in use more, I think, to decide whether or not I really like it. My hardest thing is figuring out how it's gonna work with the other woods that we have. That's something that's, let me see. Here, I'm going to, do I have a browser up? Yeah, you can see that. Okay, so on the right is, on the left is the pale oak, and on the right is the new, poplar wood that they're adding. So that'll be interesting to see in use. Here, let me backtrack a little bit. I didn't realize you were watching it on my phone, so we've got it here now. Okay, so that's the log form of the poplar wood that they're adding in. I like the wood form. I don't know how I feel about the actual, like, planks and stuff. And then here is the actual trees. So you see the yellow, the orange, and red. And the red shrubs, they're saying, will stay, they're saying that the red shrubs will stay that color when you put them in other biomes. So the red shrubs are not biome locked like they do with some stuff. Here we can see the trapdoors. I do like the trapdoor texture. That's kind of cool looking. It doesn't show us the door, really. Oh, you're fine, Unseen. I should have thought about that. There we go. Here's the trapdoor and the door up close. So I feel like the door and the trapdoor could definitely have unique uses to it. I'm not sure about the color of it. That's my thing. And then these are the abandoned campsites that they're talking about adding. So I'm not gonna watch this part and see what they're talking about with it, but they're talking about adding these abandoned campsites to the world. Oh, this is cool. Wait a second. Guys, they're adding stairs to wool. Right now we have wool stairs in our world, but it's modded in, and they're adding it into the game. Yeah, look at that. I completely missed that when... I'm now watching it because I want to see if they talk about this. They're adding wool slabs too. Yes, Unseen. This is the next drop that they're going to be adding later this year. So the poplar is being added to the game. The poplar forest is being added. They're calling it the dappled forest. And the wool slabs and wool stairs are being added to the game. Honestly, that's really cool. I am a little surprised that they're doing it, but I'm also glad that they're doing it because it's been needed for a long time, honestly. Alright, let's get back to our game. There is nothing else that I wanted to see from the Minecraft Live today other than, because I knew they were talking about the drop. They talked about, just a second. They talked about the Chaos Cubed drop. Oh, they're talking about... That'll be interesting to see. Apparently, you can TNT... I mean, we knew you could put TNT in the sulfur cubes, but it straight up says, is strapping a bunch of TNT sulfur cubes to a happy guess the most economical use of resources? Definitely not. But is it fun? Yes. So that tells me that the TNT sulfur cubes will blow up from drop impact too, probably. That's cool. But what I'm not seeing on this recap is a release date for the Chaos Cube. Just a second. Oh, here we go. The release date for Chaos Cube is June 16th, so 2 weeks? 3 weeks from now is the release date for the next drop. And then the Poplar drop will be after that. So. Alright. Back to our game. I do like that they are adding the stairs and slabs to the wool. That will be nice because the more that they add blocks to already existing sets like that, the less mobs or mods we have to use, and the better our game performance can be. So that will be nice to have that. Now we'll still keep those mods that we currently have because they don't have they haven't done that with the other blocks that are in those mods. And just to clarify here, so we currently are getting the wool stairs through Vanilla Plus, but we've also got these vertical stairs. They're not adding that. We've also got vertical slabs, and they're not, as far as we can tell, as far as we know right now, they're not adding that. They're just adding these, the defaults. So we'll have to, you know, keep the mods that we're using, but the mod developers can pull those new vanilla mods out and, you know, streamline and make their mods more efficient and all of that. Now, with that said, that's probably never going to impact us in this world because I honestly don't plan on updating this world again. It was a bit of a pain to update this world to begin with to the current version that we're on. And there are some mods that we had at the beginning of this world that we no longer have because the mod developers still have not updated them to this version of the game. Or if they have updated them, something about them is causing a crash in our world. So I will probably just be leaving us on this version for the entirety of this world at this point. It's, you know, the downside of playing with mods. We're almost done with sand gathering. I completely forgot that Minecraft Live was today. Just completely forgot about it. We just need a little teensy tiny bit more. Would you please go back up? I don't want you to be stuck down here. That should cover us. Yeah, that's basically... Alright. Time to go home. Where is home from here? This way. One of the things that I've noticed about the drops that they've been doing, their updates that they've been doing, is they've been bringing a lot of modded features into the game. So, the current update, the Forever Young update that they released back in, what was it, February, was initially a modded thing. Now, not the retexturization or everything. That's something that they chose to do, but the keeping mods or mobs as babies was a modded thing. We have that mod on this world. Shells, which I think were added in that same update, maybe the update before, I can't remember, weren't necessarily a modded thing, but they are, to an extent, the developers' answers to vertical slabs. They don't quite fulfill the exact same function, in my opinion, but they can still work as vertical slabs. And now, you know, one of the things that has been getting asked for years is expanding certain blocks to have that extra variation that other block sets have. So, like, most block sets have slabs and stairs and everything like that. And they're starting to bring that into other block sets. They brought that into copper first, and now they're bringing it into wool. So I have a feeling that, you know, a lot of people aren't really fully happy with the drop structure. It doesn't bother me one way or the other how they put out updates. I'm just glad that they're putting out updates. I have a feeling that what is going to happen is that they're going to continue to do this drop structure for a while longer to bring the game in line with what a lot of modders are doing, to bring in certain quality of life mods and add them to the game, like expanding block options, and then we'll get a real true big upgrade that like adds a significant amount of content, like the Trials update did, or the Caves and Cliffs update did, or something like that. That's just kind of my opinion on what I think is going to happen with it. I could be wrong. I mean, I could be completely, entirely wrong, but I feel like that is what they're doing. We are going to make as many TNT as we have sand. Ah. How you doing, friend? Okay. Oh, how did I manage that? It's going. We are working on building up our TNT resources so that we can continue working on demolishing a mountain. And we just got done discussing the Minecraft Live for the day. So, you're doing good. Having a good day. Almost done making TNT. We go. We made as much TNT as we had shulker boxes of sand. Alright. Let's go ahead and sleep real fast. It's not sleeping time. Let's... no! It is almost sleeping time. I should make a couple of flints and steels. That should hold us over for the day. There we go. Sleeping time. Off. We are now going to go blow things up a lot after I grab rockets. Do I have any rockets left? Not out. There we go. Oh, we go up. Yep, that worked well. Joys of this project. Hey, let's maybe level some things off a little bit. Oh, I don't have a beacon set up here anymore. Maybe not. Maybe we just say screw it and we do this. That didn't work. You have much cleanup to do over here. There's water down there. Alrighty. I almost regret taking the beacon down, but oh well. We'll make do. Okay. Now comes the real fun. See how much further we need to go down here. Alrighty. That doesn't stay very neat. Oh well. Go ahead and shut this off for now. It is easier to just cover up and go too far than it is to try to be precise and not blow up stuff that shouldn't be blown up. So we're just gonna blow everything up. That's my plan. Just blow everything up. That knocked me out. Yep. And kill that. That's going to screw us over. All the blowing up. That's our goal for today, is just blowing shit up. have said it before and I will say it again. I am sure there is a much more efficient way to be doing this. I don't care if there is. Although I do kind of care if there is, because I don't want to be wasting resources. Most inefficient way to take down a mountain. That's what we're looking at here. That's not going to trigger. That's too far away from anything else. Oh, I got hit over here. I mean, I keep saying that's the most inefficient way, but that took out a lot. That took out a whole lot. How are we on? Oh, well. You know. Still got a long way to go. Go up here. Work on this area next. I feel bad these pigs are not going to survive. They're the ones who have insisted on respawning up here time and time again, despite dying. And now we're going to be killing feet, too. These guys just don't have a sense of survival. I feel bad. It's not my fault that they're going somewhere that is blatantly, like, just destructive to their health, though. You know what would really suck right now? If a pillager came by while I was placing all of these. I don't know if pillagers can set TNT off. My luck, they can. I should probably be doing this as a flying machine. Honestly. Ready? Yeah. That was not very efficient at all. They just all go flying. I think we're best keeping it in smaller chunks, maybe. Well, some of them went down there. Weren't necessarily needed down there just yet. Alright. Let's work on continuing this way, then, I guess. I think maybe when we hit this point where it's not even and we're trying to stack it with TNT, it works better than trying to do it on flat because it's got stuff to like help contain it a little bit more. I don't know. I could be totally making shit up. I feel like we've gotten better results doing it when they're embedded than on flat. I mean, they still definitely go flying, but I feel like that took out more than the one that we just did. I mean, short of putting blocks on top of them to keep them from going flying, I don't know what to do. I'll be honest. We should just do a freaking TNT flying machine. That's what we should be doing. I don't like doing flying machines. They stress me out. I'm gonna try the capping idea. I don't think it's going to work, personally. Where did we get off? Oh. Okay, whatever. I do not think this is going to make a difference. That maybe to make it so that it doesn't all explode. That might help it happen. Okay, maybe it did make a difference. I don't think I saw a single one go flying. I mean, they might have gone flying a little bit, but I don't think they went flying like they've been doing. All right, let's try that on a bigger scale. Try that over, starting over here, I guess. I didn't think that was going to make a difference, if I'm being completely honest. Like, just dig, like, too tall and then do it? Yeah, I could do that. But I have to make sure that I'm not digging too far down. It just gets a little jaggedy. I think doing the caps will probably be the more efficient version of doing that. The problem with the caps is that I think we risk blocking the cascading effect that we're using. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Especially like those. I don't know that those will necessarily blow up. Do not want that there. That, I think, will cause us problems. Please, I fail. Okay. A few more. Go ahead and trigger from here, I guess. No, some of them definitely are still going flying. But that wasn't nearly as bad as some of the other ones that we've had. Like a mixed bag about whether or not it'll work. I would say that it is working, generally speaking. But well, it's this or it's manually digging it. I do think that this is maybe our slightly faster way of doing things. I also think that we probably just need to be working in smaller chunks than what I've been working in. I think when I make them too big, they just get set flying, and that causes problems. My alternative to this is a flying machine. That failed. The real alternative to this is to say, F it, put the game into creative mode, and use Axiom to clear the area. That's the real alternative. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna keep plugging away at this. I'm gonna try another solution here. Careful with how much of this we dig out. Alright, we'll see you in a few minutes. See what happens with this. That help at all? Oh, that helped a lot. I mean, it left us some cleanup work, but... Guess that could be a viable option. Let's go home real fast. Got so much junk on me. Nope. Ooh, come back. Feel like we're not making as much progress as I would like to be making. I mean, we made a lot of progress already, but I feel like we're just not making as much as I would like. Here, let's... Gonna dig another box. Alright. Talk about accuracy there. Yay, welcome back. Damn. See, that's why. That's all fine and dandy, but now we have all that up there to clear out. Let's go up top. Is this supposed to be flat or? That helped clear that out a little bit. Not a lot of it, unfortunately. I think here we need to go ahead and dig at this level. Ooh, iron. Might actually want to do this. Okay. Yeah, that's good. We'll use this as our guide then. reduce the amount of digging we have to do. And they still go flying. Alright. I swear. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Trying to figure out the best and most efficient way to do this, and I just haven't yet. I've tried, yeah. I mean... the most efficient way may be to just mine it down. I don't know. I truly don't know. did that do? Oh, that worked very well. That worked very well. That might be the thing that we need to do. Unseen, I think you figured it out for us. Actually, probably a couple in here. Do it here. Now, let's see how it goes if we do it again. That's what I'm gonna do. I think we're gonna have some pretty significant cleanup that we have to do, but this is working the best so far out of everything that we've tried. That one I don't think is working quite as well. But that still took out like a massive chunk. I think we found our method. I think we found it. I think we figured it out. We're still getting like a crap ton of mats out of it. The hardest part of this is keeping it clean. Like, we've got to clean that up. Things like that. let's decide where we want to do that at next. I think what I want to do is bring this down. Like, it's really important that wherever we're doing this at, everything is, the top layer is pretty much only 1 block, maybe 2 blocks top. It's above where we're putting the strip mines for the TNT, because otherwise it just gets missed and then we have to go back in and clean up, and it makes it just this whole big ordeal. We can just, like, pre-clean it. Then this is the level that we want to be on. Doing this. Okay, so let's start here. Admittedly, that one is not very big. I think what we'll do is that. Oh. That really does work pretty well. I'm pretty impressed with that. How are we doing overall? Oh my gosh. The most efficient method may be to just get a flying machine and do it with a flying machine. If we're being completely honest, that may be the best way to do this, is to just do it with a flying machine. We've still got so much more to clean out. But we've made a lot of progress today too, though. I mean, I don't want to say that we haven't been making a lot of progress, because we have been. How are we doing with, like... Okay, that updated. That took it a second to update. Cleared out a lot of that. We cleared out a lot of that. We cleared out a lot of that. Yeah, I think... I hate to do it, but I think I may just do a flying machine. I don't feel like we're being as effective as we could be. Even with this. I mean, this is definitely working better than the other methods that we've used so far today. But even then, I just don't feel like we're making that big of a dent. I wouldn't call a flying machine easier. They're technically complicated, in my opinion. You've got to get them lined up just right, otherwise they don't work that well. And they will require me to, like, be watching a tutorial to get them reset up, because it's redstone. And we all know that I am not a redstone genius. I don't even know if I'm going the same length on both sides. Oh well. Okay, let's go ahead and set those off. And they're still going flying. I did not do them the same length on every side. Not even slightly. Okay. I think we're going to call this experiment done. And I'm going to figure out flying machines, and I'm going to finish doing this with flying machines off screen. That's what I think. Because... yeah. We're on what? Our 5th stream of trying to clear this out? Oh, let's just call it. Let's go to the real methods here. Got lots of good material out of it. We got a ton of TNT now, though. I will say that. But I do think that we need to move on to a slightly more efficient method because we're at a point where we need to be building. We made a ton of progress today, though. Even if it doesn't really look like it, because it's still all just stone everywhere. Alright, I am going to call it just a little bit early because I am getting a bit of a headache. Hopefully we will be streaming on Wednesday. I'm not going to confirm one way or the other because I'm still waiting to hear back about that job. With any luck, we will be... we may be streaming on Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, I'm gonna go lay down for a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back and continue working on this. 'Cause, yeah. Alright guys, talk to you later, bye!